Welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to cut right through the noise of the chaotic AI job market. Right now, literally every company out there is scrambling to hire for artificial intelligence. But let's be honest, the terminology is a total mess. So today, we're breaking down the exact differences between the three core AI roles that are absolutely defining the future of tech. Let's get into it.
Okay, so with so many overlapping job titles floating around today, it feels like everyone wants to be an AI professional, right? But you gotta ask yourself, which center of gravity actually matches your specific skill set? Are you the one building the core intelligence? Are you integrating it into software? Or are you the one orchestrating the final product?
Here is our roadmap for this explainer. We'll look at the current title confusion, dive into AI engineers as the brains, AI developers as the integrators, and AI builders as the product orchestrators. Then, we'll ground all of this with a real-world smart chatbot example, and finally, help you figure out your exact path. All right, Section 1, the AI title confusion and how we navigate this massive boom. Now, to put things into perspective, the World Economic Forum projects a massive 80% growth for AI specialists by 2030. 80%. This explosive demand completely explains the chaotic rush we're seeing to adopt these titles. But here's the catch. Treating every single AI professional as a generic AI engineer leads to some pretty disastrous hiring mismatches. I mean, you wouldn't hire a neurosurgeon to do physical therapy, right? It's just a totally different skill set.
Moving on to Section 2, AI engineers, the brains and the actual architects of the system.
So we start with the AI engineer. These professionals are basically the neurosurgeons of the tech world. They're the ones building the complex brains of the operation. We're talking about heavy, deep math here, linear algebra, calculus, statistics, and some serious expertise in neural networks and scaling data infrastructure using heavy-duty tools like TensorFlow or PyTorch. The absolutely crucial point to take away here is that AI engineers operate entirely in the realm of probability. They aren't just writing explicit, rigid rules like we used to. Instead, they're training models to learn, adapt, and handle completely non-deterministic outputs. These folks live and breathe model accuracy, continuous retraining, and dealing with massive, massive scale.
Let's step up the stack to Section 3, AI developers. The integrators, focusing on the application layer.
Now, if the AI engineer builds the brain, while the AI developer acts as the body. These are highly skilled software engineers who specialize in that all-important last mile of integration. They take those trained models or external APIs, and they wrap them up into functional, usable software features. They are hyper-focused on the user experience, the API gateways, and just making sure the app actually works in the wild.
And let me tell you, these integration skills hold massive economic value right now. We're talking median salaries hitting around $160,000 for developers who can seamlessly embed AI into platforms and apps. Businesses desperately need people who can take a raw, intelligent model and turn it into a shiny product that a customer can actually click, use, and ultimately buy.
So what's the absolute core difference between the two? Well, it boils down to this. The AI engineer lives in a world of probability. They manage the messy, inherent uncertainty of machine learning. The AI developer, on the other hand, lives in a world of absolute certainty. They're writing deterministic code, your traditional Python or Java, to guarantee that the software wrapped around that unpredictable AI functions reliably and securely every single time you hit enter.
Okay, Section 4, AI builders. These are our product orchestrators.
The AI builder role represents a massive game-changing power shift in the tech world. And get this, it isn't really a traditional engineering role at all. These are your product managers and orchestrators who are using tools like Claude Code, Cursor, and various low-code platforms. They use what we call vibe coding. That's essentially using conversational English to tell an AI what to build until the software just feels right. They're moving product thinking directly into working, clickable prototypes.
This is huge because rather than waiting on those long, drawn-out engineering handoff cycles, builders use AI to test the shape of a feature instantly. They can spin up an internal automation or, say, a retrieval-augmented generation layer, which basically gives an AI the ability to read your company's private docs in a single afternoon. Their success isn't evaluated by the elegance of their code. No, it's evaluated entirely by their delivery of usable business outcomes and how fast they help their team learn. Looking at this taxonomy table, you get the perfect mental map of this triad. It's so clear when you lay it out like this. The infrastructure-focused engineer optimizes for model accuracy. The feature-focused developer optimizes for software reliability. And the workflow-focused builder? They optimize for rapid artifact delivery.
Let's see this in practice in Section 5, Real-World Chatbots and How These Roles Collaborate in Action. Think about building a smart customer service chatbot. It perfectly demonstrates this harmony. The AI builder acts first, vibe coding a rapid prototype to test the user experience, completely skipping the need for a massive engineering team up front. Once validated, the AI engineer steps in for the heavy lifting. They train the deep neural networks on proprietary data so the bot actually understands the context of the business. Finally, the AI developer takes that trained engine and writes the rock-solid, deterministic code to securely plug it right into the company's existing CRM. 3 totally distinct roles coming together for one incredibly powerful product.
That brings us to our final part, Section 6, Finding Your AI Path.
So whether you love the deep data science of engineering, the deterministic coding of development, or the rapid product iteration of building, there is a specialized lane that perfectly leverages your unique background. If you love math, statistics, and probabilities, you gotta go engineer. If you love shipping robust, beautiful apps and clean APIs, go developer. But if you love product strategy, moving fast, and workflow automation, you are absolutely a builder. And hey, the financial incentive to get this right is absolutely massive. With a 56% wage premium reported for workers with AI skills compared to their peers, properly aligning your specific talents to the exact right role, and crucially, using the right vocabulary when you're applying or hiring, has literally never been more lucrative. It's a real game changer.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought to spark your curiosity. As we rapidly move away from traditional coding and into the era of Software 3.0, where neural networks serve as the primary engines of computation, which part of the intelligence stack are you ready to conquer? Are you going to build the brains, integrate the body, or orchestrate the product? The choice is entirely yours.